Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 593. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinside,
Heyo.
and Tony Kokonakis.
Yo, yo, yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to 593 of the Moviecast. I will say this on the Gamecast. I apologize for my video tonight. I'm having some technical difficulties with my camera, so no camera for me.
And
That's about it.
We're back.
And we should probably apologize for missing last week.
And there's no apology. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, everybody. Last week we had the perfect storm of work. That was it. Really, that's why we couldn't podcast. It was the perfect storm of work. Corey
Mike
and
was
Tony, you guys.
That was reliable that week, and unfortunately,
I blame Mike. Mike, you should have gone solo.
Yeah,
Just ranted about Elden Ring for an hour.
I could have.
I know you could have. I know you're waiting for it. I can't wait.
I can't wait for the Gamecast.
It's right there. You see.
Yeah.
It's
oh,
happening.
look at that.
Oh, nice. All right, let's get into what we've been up to, guys. I went to the movies finally and
Sonic 2?
checked out Sonic 2. Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
It is. You know what's funny is like it is superior to the first movie in every way, in my opinion, and I don't understand the gripes people had that the humans weren't in it enough. Like, I'm like, this is exactly what I want. I wanted the humans in it less in that first movie. Like, I felt like that was overbearing, and this is like a perfect balance. I think they did a great job. Jim Carrey, A-game Jim Carrey, even like, I actually really liked Idris Elba. He was fantastic. He was really, really good. Like, so serious the character's funny. That's what I love about it. That is the best thing you can pull off, is being so serious that you do that. And that's just, it reminded me of his character from The Office when he played the office manager.
Charles
Minor. Yeah. So it reminded me so much of that, and I got that vibe from Knuckles, which was hilarious. But I just really enjoyed that movie. I brought my 9-year-old with me, and she like couldn't stop raving about that movie all the way home. I wanted to go see it again right after the movie ended. And I'm like, well, we gotta go home. And then it was like an hour into it. She's like, is this movie almost over? And I'm like, no, we probably got another like 45 minutes or so. And she's like, okay, thank God. I'm like, what? So she just didn't want it to end. It was
really good.
Very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Yeah, I'm
I think
very pleased with this movie.
I think it's coming online at the end of the month or something.
Oh, I'm sure to do. I was surprised. I was very surprised it was playing in Dolby Cinema still. Like the cushiony seats ones. Like it was in the nice theater.
Isn't it only the second week, or is it the third by now?
Fourth, right? Fifth?
Fourth, at least.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw it like 2 or 3 weeks into it.
Yeah. Well, this might be even earlier than that, but yeah, I don't think it was. Isn't it a March
I'm
movie?
losing weeks, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I also started watching Yellow Jackets.
Oh, nice.
I finally got they when I bought the movie ticket, actually, crazy enough, they got me with an ad. They said, here's 30 days of Showtime for free, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's perfect.
God damn it,
So
God damn it.
Well, it's gonna make sure
You are a sucker for marketing, man.
No, I wanted to watch Yellow Jackets, and I did want to watch the rest of Dexter to see how that turned out. But Yellow Jackets is first, and if I have time, Dexter. But because I've heard so much good things about Yellow Jackets, and it's pretty awkward, gruesome sometimes, and it's I'm only like on episode 3 now. I just finished episode 2, so so the endings of the episodes is like they're just building towards this holy shit ending every episode so far, and I'm like, yeah, it's about right. So, but
so good in this.
Yes,
she's my favorite.
Yes, she's been good in so much stuff. Like she's really been a great actress as she aged. She got better as she aged. So she was really good in it so far, and I think that's about it for note of what I've watched. Moon Knight, I've watched episode 4. I'm 2 episodes. I'm not 2 yet, but I'm gonna be 2 episodes behind it shortly. So I'll watch that soon. But this Friday, obviously, this week I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange. So that's pretty much it for me. Mike?
I've gotten around to the first 2 episodes of Moon Knight. That's it. It was okay. I don't feel super compelled to like rush through it, but I will at some point see the rest, I think. it's not blowing me away or really hooking me too
No.
much.
No, same here.
But it's okay. And other than that, just reruns of The Office that are on in the background, stuff like that.
That's always classic to have. I mean, I had that on. Actually, I had that on last night to fall asleep too. I was like,
Yep.
let's watch that. So, Corey.
Well, mostly I've just been pretty obsessed with the NFL draft stuff, so I've been watching a
Yeah.
lot of that. But
That was fun. That was fun.
yeah, it's really good. But other than that, I did check out I went back and watched the What If episode with Doctor Strange.
Probably a good idea.
And started Wanda again because we got a few more days and Doctor Strange is here. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm psyched for that. I really am. Like,
I've seen the TV spots and stuff, but like characters from What If are popping up.
there's no doubt. It's a matter of, my biggest worry for this is just there's just too much. Like
Wasn't
that's
there
my biggest worry.
Wasn't one of you saying that What If wouldn't tie into the MCU?
No,
I could have sworn somebody said that here. But maybe
I know. I
don't
said
know.
you won't see. You won't see Agents of Shield in it. I said that.
No, that's
I mean,
a
all
given.
the Disney.
I
Plus
will say,
were
yeah, I will
tying
say
in.
you guys have the greatest chance to get a character from Agents of Shield in this movie. If it's, you know what I mean? Like this is it. This is like
Well,
not that
did you guys see the yellow hover chair?
I did. Yeah, of course
Yes,
I did.
that's gonna be crazy. There's almost no way that can not be Patrick Stewart's Xavier,
It's
even though
Patrick
he never,
Stewart.
It is.
even though he never had that ever that we've seen. But
That's the thing I don't think that is his.
It's a
I
different
don't think
universe.
I don't think that's the X-Men universe, the Fox X-Men universe, Professor X.
Mhm.
It's either X-Men '97, Professor X, or a different universe altogether.
Or maybe it's after the X-Men continuity. Who knows?
made into real life instead of a cartoon.
We are getting that cartoon back, so who knows?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Be interesting to see.
There's obviously large gaps in his history as well, where they could draw from.
I just want to see how badly Wanda fucks up the Illuminati. So.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her go full villain. I'm excited.
Yeah, she's gonna break down on that. I think we're gonna get a reverse House of M. I really do. That's my theory on this whole thing. It's gonna open up the mutant world.
I could absolutely see that, and I'm pretty sure we talked about that before in an older podcast. But
Yeah, I think we did. So, Tony, what have you been watching?
let's see.
Corey, you were done. Corey, you were done, right?
Pretty much. I mean, just some little ads here and there.
Okay.
Let's see. I caught up with Moon Knight. It's good. And that's about what I want to say. Like, at this point, I feel one of the downsides or cons to a lot of these first run shows with characters that we haven't met before is just like they really have to go through that, origin arc. And a majority of the time, it's just like, okay, it's by the beats almost all the time. It's by the numbers. Like, yep, here we go, mystery, slowly unravel. They're not even really fully the character until like maybe the penultimate episode, or maybe even the last episode and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, it's hard to get excited. But I mean, Oscar Isaac's great. I think his performances are noteworthy. It's fun watching him as that character. But yeah, it's okay. We'll see how. I think it wraps up this week, right? So.
Yep. This is it.
We'll see how it ends. And then I watched Spider-Man: No Way Home again because it came out on Blu-ray and all that stuff. And one of my buddies never got to see it in theaters, so we watched that over the weekend. And man, that is just still an enjoyable movie, even when like all the things that are coming. I know I always had this watchability thing,
Yep. That's it. We always talk about that. Yeah.
And I'm happy to report that it still holds up. Some of those emotional hits just really, really stick and linger. And yeah, it just really makes me appreciate that movie, the trilogy, all the movies, really. In all honesty, and not sure, I didn't put it on the news, but apparently Sam Raimi has come out and said, thanks to No Way Home, he would actually be open to doing a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I did see that. He had great ideas, I guess, later on, and he also came out in the same talk about the fact that he just never attached to Venom. Like he didn't say he was forced to put him in the movie, but he said, I never understood Venom as a character. I just don't. He's not something that I can see as a human. He likes to see the human side in everybody,
Yep.
and he never really got that from Venom. So he said that that's why he never really knew how to use him in the movie, which basically said he didn't want to put him in the movie.
Well, he also
But,
got a taste of the Marvel universe now, so I mean the MCU universe with Doctor Strange. So.
I mean, I think all of the actors have come on board there and said they would be willing to come back. All the main actors.
I mean, I don't know how much Toby would do it. Obviously,
He said he'd be up for it. He said.
Yeah, obviously got paid for it, which is fine, because I think, especially in today's world, like he wouldn't actually have to do much of the physicality of it. It's just CGI stunt doubles, and then occasionally something happens in the mask, rip it off. Oh no, it's Toby, that kind of thing. So. I'd be down for it. I'd be down for another Andrew Garfield, whatever. Just more Spider-Man.
I want to make sure that Marvel has a bit heavy hand in it because those are Sony properties still.
Yeah.
So you'd want to make sure that you don't get a Morbius or something.
Yeah, I think there would have to. I just fully expect Disney to at some point just be like, here's I don't even know how many billions of dollars for us to buy back our property from you. But they at some point are going to money hat Spider-Man. I just know it. At some point.
How much would you say that's worth?
What did they buy Marvel for again?
What did they buy Marvel
for?
That
was a million years ago.
No. What did they buy? Lucasfilm for?
Like $4 billion or something like that.
So would you say the same for Spider-Man, or would you say 8?
If I was Sony, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Give me Twitter money, man. I want like $40 billion.
No, that's
you're not gonna get a profit.
You're never gonna turn a profit off of that. Like absolutely.
No, but I'm saying, why would you give it up at that point unless you're gonna make like a truckload?
Why? Well, because as we've just talked about, Sony is incompetent and they can't do this without Marvel. They can't.
Sure.
Basically, there's no chance a Morbius sequel will do well.
Be like, well, we're gonna keep running your shit into the ground.
Okay, and that's fine. And then what Marvel will do is just like they do with the X-Men. They'll just squash the character and be like, oh, he's on hiatus. He's he died. He died for a couple of years.
I mean,
honestly,
they sort of did that, but now they've undone that recently.
They'll do it again.
And honestly, this is a game of
the
attrition.
cat's out of the bag at this point.
I mean, if I was Sony, though, I would not be selling that unless.
No, but this is a game of attrition, and this is not something that I advocate for, by the way. But at some point, Sony Pictures could just sell to Disney, and it's not something that I want because I don't want that much contraction in the movie industry. But there are IPs that I would like to see back at Marvel. Yes, Tony, I can pay attention to contraction and stuff. Like, absolutely, I understand how this thing works. I was not big on the Microsoft thing as well. Remember, I want to see what they're going to do with their shit.
I thought you said there was benefits.
Marvel just buys Sony and they'd be like, screw it, I'm
Marvel,
buying Sony.
That's the thing. Marvel would absolutely outright just buy or Disney. Would absolutely just outright buy Sony.
Disney's like, all right, you're not going to sell me Spider-Man. I'm just going to buy your company.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a game of attrition here.
Buy them out, boys.
Yeah, like they're just going to wait for Sony to fuck up so much that they can just buy them for the same cost it would cost them to get Spider-Man from them, probably.
Yeah, that would actually be probably the cheaper route. Just buy them. So.
And that might be what they're waiting on, because Sony, the pictures themselves are going to screw up movies as it is, and they're going to lose money, and eventually they're going to want to turn a profit, Sony, and they're going to sell that division. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, is that it, Tony? What else did you watch? Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Let's get in the news. We got enough stuff to talk about because again, we didn't do one last week, so I kind of left all the news together here in a mishmash. So I apologize for those if we go back. What's that?
CinemaCon had a bunch of news come out of it.
Did it? I have. Oh yeah, this stuff. The Batman. Well, no, that was. The viewership came out. We didn't talk about that last week for Batman. That was from CinemaCon, where it was HBO Max's bigger than
Justice League
theatrical day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was second to Mortal Kombat, I think. Mortal Kombat was the only one that would beat it. So.
Yeah, so bigger than Justice League. Batman, which pissed off so many fanboys. I loved it. I loved seeing. Because there's so many people on Twitter that just automatically hate the Batman as a movie just because of it's not Zack Snyder's. Yeah, it's a cult. He's got a cult following. And, I'm just happy to see this because that was a great movie. And the Penguins spinoff is starting to film now with Colin Farrell. So the show that he's doing. What else was at CinemaCon? I didn't have anything else really on this.
Avatar 2, I think, right? They showed a trailer.
That's true. I did see that.
They
Did you know
Title
that?
Also?
Who left here? Did Mike just leave?
Like,
Okay.
they got a font.
Did-
They're not using that
Yeah.
font they were
Did you know
installing.
that they actually are still filming that in 3D? Did you know that?
Man, see, this is the thing, and I argue with like Avatar fanboys online sometimes on the forum I go to, and like they're like, Avatar 2 gonna break records, and I'm just like, I don't see it, man.
Yeah.
Hello,
Well, we're good. Am I still there?
you're still here. Corey and Mike are
Hmm.
gone.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like.
I left and came back.
Oh, there goes Corey. We're having some weird issues with Discord. I wonder if that's been my problem with my camera. I'm gonna have to look at this after this podcast. But, you're saying Corey? Tony, go on.
I forget what I was saying now. Lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Avatar,
Avatar 2.
2 will
yeah.
suck.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna say it was suck, but
Sure it will.
probably. Well, I didn't even like the
Probably.
first one, but
I mean,
What I
I
was-
didn't mind the first one, but
yeah,
it wasn't much.
it's-
There wasn't much
It's like
to it.
okay, you know. It's like I
Yeah, there
saw
wasn't
this.
much.
It was called Ferngully
no depth.
as a kid.
Yes,
You
yes.
know?
There was no depth besides that, really.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is like I just don't see people coming out in droves, and especially with that 3D tax that the first one got. You know, because that was the big selling point was 3D, and 3D like people are just so turned off onto that now at this point. So
Man, my computer's all screwed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I'm on my phone right now.
He's phoning. Oh, dude, that's
Doing-
what I should
doing
do.
a-
What was I not
doing
doing? I
a-
mean, it's tough to get Craigbot in to do that, but
Yeah, I'm doing a mic here because my
Yeah.
computer, my Discord on my computer keeps crashing.
okay.
But I don't know. Avatar is like, at least 5 years too late, I think. At least. No one cares
I mean,
anymore.
well, yeah, way late.
It is. It is. James Cameron loves that property, though. Like he's so invested in that himself. Obviously, the studio is, and they invested billions in this thing how many years ago? But I don't know. We'll see how that comes out. Let me go back to my news here. Let's see. Spider-Man Across
They showed
the.
some Borderlands stuff at CinemaCon too. of
Did they
course.
really? How did that
Yeah.
look?
Apparently, it looks just like Borderlands, but they didn't show anything publicly. So
Spider-Man
Of
Across
course.
the Spider-Verse got delayed until summer of next
Mhm.
year.
yeah, that sucks.
talk-
That
Speaking of
big
Sony Pictures, it does. They took forever to get this thing in motion to get the sequels going. And this is what happened. And then COVID hit. It's just like a spiral of things not related to Ezra Miller that causes a movie to get delayed. But yeah, I don't know. I'm psyched to see this movie. I really hope the sequel lives up to the hype that we all have for it. I'm sure.
yeah.
Let's see. Super Mario Brothers got delayed as well
Yeah.
until April 2023.
What a shame.
Yeah. After Sonic, I really like. There's a lot of pressure on Nintendo for this movie. Like, I'm just. There's a lot of pressure. I mean, Listen, Nintendo's gonna be fine if this movie bombs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but there's a lot of expectations after Sonic for this to be a very good film.
I mean,
You know what
if
I
we're
mean?
talking about quality, yeah, sure, absolutely. I hope this movie is good, but I mean, I don't see it not being successful because what's the name of the company they're working with? They did Despicable Me, Minions, all that stuff. What is the team? What's this? Illumination. Yeah, thank you. Look at Illumination prints money. Like they, even the worst movies of theirs, like still make money. So I don't foresee, unless it absolutely has like shit written all over it. I don't see it.
I mean, who's not seeing this on this podcast? Mike, you're going to see this movie, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're the only
Like,
one I
I-
think would maybe skip it because you're more of a Sega guy, anyways. But I think
I just
Corey, you would
like
see this.
Mario doesn't have a
At
character.
some point,
I
yeah,
don't-
of course.
I don't need to see him do
Got kids.
non-game
you're gonna
stuff.
I'm definitely taking Arya to this thing. There's no question. After Sonic, she's gonna want to see Mario when she sees the preview for this thing. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, it's gonna do, like Tony said, it's gonna do really well. But let's see. We are a ways away out of this acquisition now. But any comments about Elon Musk buying Twitter?
Fuck 'em.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
I
essentially.
guess.
It's what it is.
Yeah, it's happening. We can't stop it. It's a matter of how bad is Twitter going to get?
I just kind of
Flooded
don't
with.
care.
Yeah, he did say he's going to wage war on bots.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Mm.
So
And like half of his followers are fake anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So, who knows?
it's true. Yeah. So, lastly, in the news, I'd like to talk about the meaning of family. No, we're gonna talk about Fast 10 right now. If you hadn't heard this week, Justin Lin, who has directed, I think, every movie since Tokyo Drift. Am I right?
No, not everyone. I think he,
Oh, I
he
think he
skipped.
did every one of them.
I don't think he
skipped
did.
4. He came back for Fast 5, I thought.
He
Okay.
did 4. Well, he rebooted the franchise essentially. Like he had the whole vision, and it became a
He's the one.
franchise.
Yeah,
because-
he's the one that became like from just a
He's-
stupid driving movie to a
Heist film. Heist film.
heist,
The stupid
all-star
action
action movie stuff, which is why it was successful.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
But yeah, I think he
yeah.
left for a couple times and then he came back.
Yeah, so he's out. He's quit. During filming, he quit.
I mean, they
He's-
just started filming. Like they just announced they were filming and like just had a poster or whatever like a couple days before this.
Yeah,
So
like, what would cause, like, obviously, the rumor here is that he had a big disagreement with Vin Diesel. It's being reported over the movie, but what would cause the director, who has basically run this franchise, to just quit like that?
Because
Like that.
Vin Diesel has an ego, and I can say this pretty much, as close to confirmed as we can get. I'm sorry, like you don't just piss off The Rock and your director of 10 years or whatever, how long it's been, and you're not at least a big part of the problem. Like it's not just a coincidence or whatever like that. And the story goes that Vin Diesel came to a meeting because this is right before or during shooting, and he wanted like edits. Him and Universal or whatever put pressure on him to make cuts, and it escalated into like a shouting match and a slam door, and then he quit. He's just like, no, this is not worth my mental health. Even though he's walking away from a fucking lot of money here by not doing it.
yeah, but he's also. I mean, he's gonna get. I mean, he's attached as executive producer still, so
Right,
he's
he's
still.
he's still getting paid, but yeah, he doesn't have to deal with the stress of dealing with a drama queen
Right,
like Vin
right.
Diesel.
What
Yep.
it seems like. I mean, The Rock couldn't pay. Well, obviously, it's The Rock. He can't pay him enough, anyways. But to come back, he didn't want him. He has no interest in ever returning to this franchise after Vin Diesel's argument with him.
Yeah, and like Momoa and Charlize Theron were there on set, like ready to film. So like
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting because like you pull somebody in and you have to kind of just pick up where someone left off. Like you have no prep, you have no chance of or idea of where the director was going with this. And now that's what I'm sure Vin Diesel's happy about because now he can kind of basically direct this film himself.
Fuck Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
Just have
I mean,
a puppet.
right now you have the former director of the Incredible Hulk. So the Incredible Hulk movie director Louis Leterrier.
Yeah.
A French guy.
Influencing.
Yeah.
So he's going to direct this movie, and yeah, I'm sure because he's a new guy, he's going to be like, okay, where am I going? Where are we
He's
doing
just
this?
the glorified yes man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. He's a glorified yes man. Just do whatever Vin Diesel says. Do whatever we say. Okay? Okay. There you
Yep. No, I get it. So
go. No, I'm just saying, like, that's the thought process. Like,
no, I know.
it's like that.
I know exactly what it is.
It's like, we're going to give you money. You
don't
just say
disagree.
yes. It's like, okay.
So yeah.
Fuck Vin Diesel.
And that's
And
that's
it's-
pretty
and, you
much
know-
it.
And real quick, I just want to say, you would think that Vin Diesel, because he basically has nothing after this. I mean, I guess Groot, but I mean, I don't know how much he's getting paid for that.
This is it.
But like,
This
that's
is also it for
This is
him.
it.
Yeah.
This is his big thing. Like, so you gonna go out like a douchebag like this? Like, okay, all right, man, all right.
I mean, especially like based off like we just mentioned in the beginning of this conversation, like what these movies are supposed to be about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the joke. I mean, family.
Well, yeah. This
I've
guy
still not
is
seen it.
is like his family at this point. They've been working together for like what, 20 years or something,
Sure.
on and off at least.
I just
Sometimes family doesn't get along after a while.
I think that's what he said to The
Apparently.
Rock. Isn't that what he said to The Rock? Families fight, but they make up. Didn't he something like that?
Probably.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know, but it is amazing that
Hopefully disappear. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm sure.
He's gonna make more video games.
Yeah.
If that were
I-
true, he
I
would
can
have done
see
it by now. But
Yeah. All right. And that's pretty much it for the news. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on the Moviecast. We are live on Twitch. Most of us with a camera, usually Tuesday nights. We stream on there. Please join us. We stream the Gamecast following the Moviecast. We do some bonus rounds, which we have some coming up soon, which will be Doctor Strange too. I guarantee you all. So tune in for that. Write us allyoukcangeek@gmail.com if you have any questions. You can even comment during the stream. We try to monitor the chat, so if you do leave a comment or a question, we will try to answer it right on our podcast. We're kind of a free-form podcast, so feel free to jump in and do that. So that's going to wrap up the Moviecast, though, everybody. For now, we are going to be out. We'll be back on the Gamecast, and we'll see you there. Thanks.